engagement. She's just appearing.
Is she an escort or?
She escorted him to dinner.
Oh.
Yeah, so anyway, they're in the hotel room.
So what happens after
Things
dinner?
get freaky. He flips out. And he starts calling her a nigger. He calls her, he tries to choke her. No, not nigga.
Nigger. ER or an
ER, a strong ER. We can use these diction exercises that I got from the wonderful man who runs Galaxy Publicity, James Bartlett.
Pickle.
Nigger, not nigga. Exactly, nigger. Wow. So yes.
Yeah, racist.
Yes. So make sure if you're a black person, don't work for Charlie Sheen or with him, because he has no problems calling anybody a nigger.
Right.
I have many names I could call him, but anyway.
Like?
Dumbass.
Dumbass.
Idiot. Living in the past. Has been.
You really called her a nigger. Wow.
Yeah, he called Capri Anderson.
No, seriously, we should look up the definition of the word nigger.
Yeah, let's look at the definition. What is a nigger? Because a lot of people like to throw around that term.
Right.
Let's see. What does it say on Wikipedia?
Plantation owners that impregnated
What is a nigger?
Nigger women.
A nigger is a noun in the English language, most notable for its usage in a prerogative context to refer to black people.
Meaning the color black.
And also as an informal slang term.
So would we be considered niggers?
Well, I'm more nigger than you. So, yeah.
Because you're darker than me?
I think so.
I think my jacket would be considered more nigger than you.
Oh, well, that's just, I had a cool conversation with Thomas Ward from Not the Cosbys and Brittany Blaze. You know who you are, girl. In regards to levels of blackness. Because I met a young man that night at Brittany's place who was like Wesley Snipes type dark.
Wow.
And we were describing the undertones of skin. And sometimes you have a reddish or yellowish undertone. Sometimes you have a blue undertone. And I felt like his undertone was purpley. But I don't think that's bad. Because actually, if you look up ancient civilizations, specifically when it comes to Lemuria, Mu, and Atlantis, they speak of the inhabitants of such continents as having a purpley or violet tint, or not violet, violet tint to their skin. So I think it's good to be purpley. Do you want to walk off the show? Don't walk off the show. No, but seriously, I think, look, you could be any skinned. My Uncle Carl, who's passed on, my great Uncle Carl, he was like your jacket, yet he had gray eyes.
Gray eyes?
From Trinidad.
So what does that mean when you have gray eyes?
I don't know, but it was such a contrast. He was like a vampire. It was like, woo! It was crazy.
Wow.
Yeah, he had that look. He was purpley, though. I think purpley's where it's at. You don't see that many people like that nowadays.
Black is beautiful.
Sure is. So anyway, Charlie Sheen's got racial issues because he's worried about his kids being octoroons. And Denise Richards has racial identity problems because she's been passing and hasn't acknowledged her African roots. Even though it's not much, but maybe it's there. Maybe she needs to explore that a little bit. But I don't think either of them need to take this whole thing to court because the young girl should have taken the payoff. But what's your view?
Yeah, sure, why not?
That's it. So let's go on to another topic in regards to the adult entertainment industry. And we'll ask the chatters. Oh, and can you have a glass of wine? If I could somehow text message it or Twitter it to you, I would love for you to. And also, if you guys want to follow me on Twitter, my Twitter is twitter.com.
Nigger.
Oh, God, stop it. We're off that now.
I know.
Monica Foster. And do you have a Twitter? No. Do you?
No.
Well, you need a Twitter. Eventually, Steven will have a Twitter. He'll be Steven at home. Steven at Monica's home, maybe.
Yeah.
When you come to visit. I'm at home. So anyway, let's talk about Montana Fishburne.
Who's that?
Lawrence Fishburne's daughter. Lawrence Fishburne, who was in The Matrix. She did a porn movie.
Get out of here.
Okay.
How does he feel about that?
Well, it's a top-selling porn as of current. If we go back to AVN. If y'all go to avn.com and you click on, well, you don't have to click anywhere. It's on the first page. Scroll down. Now the AVN Awards are coming up. That'll be interesting. That'll be very interesting. But look at this. The top-rated porn rental as of current, Steven's getting a phone call, is Montana Fishburne from the Vivid Celeb line. Now, for those of you who are not aware, Montana Fishburne is Lawrence Fishburne's daughter. That's Lawrence Fishburne, if you don't know, is the guy who played Morpheus in The Matrix. Well, guess what, boys and girls? Montana has run wild. Montana has decided that here's what happened, just so I can bring you up to speed. Montana decided that she wanted to do a porn movie, I personally believe, about 2 to 3 years ago, initially. And then she re-entered the porn circuit about 6 months ago, maybe. But I actually met a young woman who looks a lot like Montana Fishburne. She spent the day with me. I took her over to the park. I'll show you the pictures and you tell me what you think.
Okay, which park?
Griffith. Where you go hiking, where the Bronson Caves are.
Haven't been.
We'll go one day. But Montana Fishburne decided to initially shoot for Vivid. Then she shot for Freaky Empire, a guy named Brian Pumper. He has I did a broadcast that I had to remove from YouTube in regards to this. And then her father or her mother, or maybe both, decided to put her in a mental facility. You need to look at Monica at home. I've documented all this.
Wow.
So now she's out of the facility. They fixed her.
So why did they place her?
But she's going back into porn. Because I think that her father maybe wanted to keep his children out of the entertainment world, but she wanted in, and he didn't help her, so she decided to do porn.
Wow.
Rebellion.
Yeah, I love
Rebellion.
I'm gonna meet her sometime. That's great.
Rebellion, and now we're up to about 20
so
viewers.
How does her father feel about that?
Well, at first he had his entourage attempt to buy up all the Vivid videos, but hello, they're just burning DVDs. Of course they're going to make more, plus video on demand. Can't do that nowadays. So that didn't really work out. So she went to a mental facility
For how long?
Supposedly 30 days, but it seems like a little bit longer. And there's a new news story about this, which we'll look up because I found it. She's out, and not only is she out of the mental facility, but she decided to get breast implants and vaginal rejuvenation.
Is that her father right there?
Yeah.
It's funny, I've always seen those ads in the LA Weekly for... So
yeah.
What is a
Here it is,
vaginal
4 days ago.
Rejuvenation
A
look
vaginal rejuvenation is when they attach a drawstring to the pussy and tighten it up, essentially.
Okay.
So she needed it to be tighter.
Yeah, looking at this picture, I wouldn't guess that she's older than
Well, this is an old picture.
24, 25.
I'm going to show you a picture.
An old picture.
Of who I think.
It's dated November 2010.
Well, Sunday the 21st, 2010. That's recent. We're in 2010 now.
I know.
Well, that's when the story is dated. That's not the picture.
Oh, okay.
She's older now. I believe that this picture is actually from about 3 years ago.
I made eye contact with that guy once at the,
really?
the Grove. Yeah. Yeah.
Synchronicity. Okay. So let me read a little bit of this to you guys. I'll read the whole thing. When Lawrence Fishburne told his daughter Montana to tighten it up, this is not what he had in mind. And I'll link to this from monicaathome.com when I upload this tomorrow. Looks like Father Fishburne needs a little of that Morpheus magic if he's to rein in his delinquent daughter and her budding pornography aspirations.
You know, I actually had a girl tell me when I was younger, 5th grade, that my father looks like Lawrence Fishburne.
How do you know it's not? Maybe you're another one of his kids trying to bust into porn.
Yeah, that's so weird. No.
Are all of y'all trying to bust in through me? What's going on? What's going on? Am I in the Matrix, Morpheus? I did not take the blue pill. Is it the blue pill that made him go into the Matrix?
I have no idea what you're talking about. I haven't seen that movie yet.
Yeah, of course not, because that's your dad.
Yeah, I know, right? I hate my dad.
Oh, gosh. And hey, everybody, I see y'all in the chat. We're going to come back to the chat later, but let me read this story to you. The Reconciliation Project just hit what's that word? Snafu after...
I have no idea what that means.
I don't even think that's a word.
Is it?
After media reports about Montana's explicit surgical plans.
Can we watch a video of her in action?
Well, let's look. Fresh off a stint in rehab, Montana alerted her fans that she's going to remain in the pornography business. Not only
her
does
father likes it or not.
Exactly.
Ouch.
Not only does
Poor
Montana have a multi-movie deal, she also says she will undergo surgery to enhance her breasts and, well, get her vagina tightened. Montana, aka Chippy D, told Hustler magazine in graphic detail what her plans are. I don't want to get real big ones, meaning breasts.
Okay.
I would just
vagina.
I would just go one size bigger, she said before adding, and I want to get my vulgar term for vagina. She probably said pussy. Maybe snatch, who knows. Tightened. I want to have that kung fu grip. It said, look, read that.
Ouch.
Oh, okay. So if you guys want to read this, if you guys go to rollingout.com and type in Montana Fishburne, you'll find the article. It's from 4 days ago. But what do you guys think about Little Miss Rich Girl Montana Fishburne trying to forge a porn career rather than just getting a reality show? Does that make sense to you?
Not really.